Okay, so I read the book An Abundance for Catherine by John Green, and this book has 227 pages, which I can show you here. So, the main character, Colin Singleton, presents himself at the beginning of the book with two major concerns of his. This is my brother. His first concern he has was that he has graduated from high school without being classified as an actual genius, which is basically his main goal in life. Colin was raised as a child prodigy who was obsessively anagramming words in his head and reads 400 pages of books a day, which is crazy. And his second concern was that for the 19th time, Colin had been dumped by a girl named Kathrine. While some boys like girls who are blonde, and then some like guys or girls who are short, Colin likes girls whose name is Kathrine. So, all of Colin's girlfriends' names have been Kathrine, and there have been 19 of them. So his 19th time to be dumped by Kathrine sparked him to make a theorem of underlying Kathrine predictability. This theorem is a mathematical equation that will supposedly predict the future of any relationship. So, after being dumped and failing to become a genius, Colin sets off on a road trip with his overweight Indian friend named Hassan. And because he's so down in the dumps, taking a road trip will supposedly solve all of their problems. So, Hassan, who is a year older than Colin, isn't anything like the child prodigy that Colin is. Hassan is a college dropout, but nevertheless, he's still Colin's one and only friend. On their road trip, the two boys end up in a small city named Gunshot, Tennessee. On road trips, typically you drive along and stop at roadside attractions and sightseeing places. So on the road trip, Colin notices a burial of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. So Hassan, his friend, encourages him to stop in the town Gunshot. While they're there, they quickly make friends with the burial tour guide named Lindsay. Lindsay later becomes an important character in the book. Colin goes on this road trip to get his mind off of K-19, which is like Kathrine 19. And in my opinion, from the beginning, it's bound that Colin and Lindsay like each other. So yeah. But anyway, so Colin has, oh my gosh, it's 4 minutes. But Colin and Hassan are hired by Hollis, Lindsay's mom, to work at the factory that she owns. The factory is basically what the small town Gunshot thrived off of. Colin and Hassan live with Hollis and Lindsay in their huge house and spend their summer interviewing old factory workers so that they have a memory of the factory for the future generations. What the heck? Okay. This book focuses a lot on Colin and his focus to find his identity. Essentially, he discovers that he doesn't need to be a genius to be important. He also realizes that he wants recognition, and in the end, he figures out that he doesn't really need recognition. By the end of the book, Colin also comes to the conclusion that it's time to move on from his Kathrine obsession. And that's when Lindsay becomes the first non-Kathrine that he ever dates. Really quick, one thing that I didn't like about the book was that because Colin was a prodigy, some things of the book were kind of confusing and like made the book hard to follow along with. So other than that, I really liked it, and yeah. Sorry, it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds.